Good evening, folks. This is the second ending from our Beacon Pines streams. In this one, we should be careful about answering strange phone calls.
I probably should have warned you about this.
Well, there's our dark turn, folks.
There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a checkmark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Okay, so that one ends if you... Warehouse of Horrors. So that one ends, like, I only have change for that one. And it's been fully used. For Rendezvous with Roxy, we've used chill, but we now have a new word. The best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was a little... shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Ah, okay. If Rolo's there, he knocks over Solomon. Sorry about that. Rolo can get excited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine.
Ah, okay. So that would be in the line of the original founder.
Current ward of, and future successor to, the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. I don't know if it's clear, but they've got that Animal Crossing style voice to them. Either way, I'm really sorry. What are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No? That is truly a shame. Shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. Make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. Mm-hmm. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with affection. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. I'm thinking butler. Solomon
trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Okay, maybe not butler. Oh, the name is heiress. That's usually a title. Apologies, heiress. Is just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Classy. Hey, Luca, hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Nuncreed, kind of in a hurry right now. So he stops you if you try to walk by, too. Oh, and you can book it. Sigh. Boy's got too much of his father in him. I win. Little help. Passed right out. I am the champion. We were racing. Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we going to get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Zap. Why did you do that? Pa always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. That explains a lot about Rollo. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Zap. You're a genius. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Rumble. Did you feel that? What? The excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door is locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in here. Did all of this. My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone? Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. These actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command. You're coming in 5x5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Squish! Scoot over. I'm coming in. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. It's coming back. Get down. Well, that's ominous looking. That's very ominous looking.
Under the weight of the bag.
God, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates the run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rollo felt around at the large sack which burdened them. He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
Some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. We should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! Yep. Dark turns left and right, folks. Also, I'm beginning to see the benefits of your Run for Our Lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow.
That bed is going to be filthy in the morning.
Chapter 3. Finding a Friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So I'll need to get So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello. Wah 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 wah. Calm down. Wah 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 wah. Of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca? You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. I just got an achievement. Born in a barn. So, I bet there would have been another part where she mentioned that I left the faucet running. Because you can go around, you can open the icebox, you can turn the faucet on, and leave them. Well, that was strange. Do.
An eerie electronic sound echoed from Luca's bedroom.
Hello? Is anyone there? The walkie-talkie. Hello? Rolo, is that you? Over? Strange.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie.
Not sinister at all.
He wasn't sure what to think.
Eh. Oh, hey, Roxy. Is this about me accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in the Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo. Where are you? Check the library for Rolo. Immediately disregard orders. This is where we start. Let's see. There we go. That little sneeze is adorable. The father's grave. The extra twisty tree. Kid with giant lollipop. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rollo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. It's like the guy that was questioning us yesterday. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Old Pickler's Pond. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. There was another nearly identical looking red panda guy working on the festival sign. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me, look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Aw, you joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check the Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check the Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of the Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. There's no reason to be alarmed. Nothing to see here. It just all seems so terrible. They put a lot of effort into the character art in this game. Like, it's all cute, but there's a lot of little details that you can spot. Like how schlumpy the mayor is, and the little fluffy threads on the sweaters there. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Miss Cotter. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You know, I haven't played that one, but I've seen lots of clips of it. Like, not enough to know really what goes on in it, but, clips. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodgings. Oh yes, Mr. Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter, Beck, that... Now, where did she run off to? His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. Hi, Luca. What's up? You haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. There's a story behind that, and I kind of wish they'd tell us. Like that episode of Futurama where Fry drinks like 1,000 coffees or something like that and transcends time and space for a brief period. Hey, Dawn. Is it true about Rollo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. Wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that, and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rollo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. Miss Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Still. We didn't check over here last time. No touching. Touch. 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 Hey, Griffin, has Rollo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. Hey, Easton. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rollo in there? No, just the shadow of a family. Clinging to a town, clinging to the past. Cling. Feel free to check for yourself. Don't expect to have your mind blown. Wow, there's an enthusiast. That's some enthusiasm. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
So that's kind of awesome, and they were just short of the right kind of voice for it. That was unhelpful. Library.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten.
The cobs I've eaten.
A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Only mildly adventurous, though. Yuck.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent. I'm not sure if succulent is a word that I'd associate with a cheeseburger.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
Melitology. Ahem. Oh, hey, Luca, you snuck up on me. Is he supposed to be a penguin? He's got the facial structure that I would expect. Pudgy little hands. Good book? Dunno, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
Really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of the bee species actually live in the underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they'll fight to the death for supremacy. Fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
Glowing shrooms. More like my complete loss of interest.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
The achievement that I just got is nerd with 3 exclamation points. A la Homer Simpson visiting his alma mater. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections.
Ah, this was from the couple in the square.
She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. Suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. It's over this way. Oh, there's a beehive. Touch.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. Suppose this is the Valentine residence?
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Someone's been painting their roses blue. And these ones red. I mean, for wrecking their wealth, they're still in a pretty swanky property. Oh, it's been boarded up. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Another spot I didn't check previously. Puddle of goo.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. It's a very sophisticated antifreeze. Well, the next obvious step is science. Well, we know who our current favorite character is, don't we, folks? The cat with an interest in science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo.
Goo.
Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
Wow, that's, they seem to be working on some new fertilizer, I guess. What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us that that this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello, I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new round here. Why would you hang out with this stud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Wow, Iggy's a jerk. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Ha! Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. Weasley and Rorschach in that passive cat standoff mode at the moment. First, his pops croaks. Then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Wow.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... Well, I feel like Strange might be the way to go. Let's bust out the tickles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, want to see something cool? Yup. With an upwards inflection. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup, yup, yup.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yup. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us?
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Uh-huh. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa. Oh, look at the little tuft of hair on her forehead. There are a couple of hairs turning white. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Yep. The hair is all white and, like, thinned out now. Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Luca seems remarkably tactful. The first lines that we got from Rollo were the opposite. Whereas Iggy kept mentioning his parents out of malice, Rollo kind of foot and mouth tumbled his way through mentioning them after meeting up with Luca at his father's grave. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? Out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We're just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in a dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home, and it's all my fault. Now my best friend may never come back. Wow, he has an extra tearful appearance now. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. It's too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. Really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Like, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait in the treehouse.
Mr. Nuncree jumped with a start.
Needless jump scare stinger there. Oh, don't sneak up on an old fellow like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? Well, we all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? Very, very dramatic music going on here. Like it's about to build, you know? He's not playing a prank. He didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face.
Yeah, listen to that music.
There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. Both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We're all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view.
Dang, the tunnel goes deeper, folks.
Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr.
You know,
Nuncreed
in
over
world
the
and
intercom.
otherwise.
He knows too much. The end.
Wow. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe for more.